Hey there, folks. Did you know the U.S. pig farming industry pumps $23 billion, 0 cents into the economy yearly? Ever wondered how your bacon gets from farm to plate with such precision? What if I told you a tiny processing factory is revolutionizing it all? Ready to dive into how American farmers are transforming pig raising and processing? Let's roll. Pig farming in the U.S. isn't what it used to be, and that's a good thing. Historically, farmers in states like Iowa and Nebraska relied on manual labor and guesswork. In the 1950s, a typical pig farm produced just 50 hogs annually. Today, thanks to tech, a single farm can raise over 10 pigs yearly. The secret? Modern processing factories are tiny computers that monitor everything from feed to health. According to a 2023 USDA report, 68% of Midwest pig farms now use automated systems, slashing labor costs by 30%. How much time do you think tech saves you daily? For farmers, it's a game changer. Let's geek out for a sec. Scientific research backs this revolution. A 2021 study from Iowa State University found that processing factories in climate control systems cut piglet mortality rates from 15% to 8% by maintaining perfect temps around 85 DFDA for newborns. Artificial insemination, AI, driven by data processing factories, boosts pregnancy rates to 95% per the National Pork Board. These aren't just gadgets, they're lifelines. Imagine a processing factory tracking a sow's health in real time. Pretty cool, right? It's like having a vet on speed dial, ensuring healthier pigs and tastier pork. The numbers don't lie. The American pork industry exports $7.7 billion, 0 cents worth of products annually, with top markets like China and Japan craving our bacon and ribs. Tech-driven farms, like those in Minnesota, report a 15% jump in profit margin since adopting processing factories for feed optimization saving up to $50,000, 0 cents per farm yearly, per a 2024 Pork Producers Council report. Compare that to traditional methods. A 1,990S farm spent 40% more on labor and feed with less output. Why does this matter to you? It keeps pork prices steady at your grocery store, about $4.00 per pound, while farmers thrive. I'll never forget visiting John's farm in Iowa last summer. A third-generation pig farmer, he grinned as he showed me his setup. "Back in Dad's day, we'd lose half a liter to cold snaps," he said, pointing to a processing factory humming in the barn. "Now this little box keeps my piglets cozy and my bank account happy." His story's not unique. Farmers across South Dakota and Illinois echo it. Nostalgia hits hard when John recalls hand-feeding pigs as a kid, but he wouldn't trade his tech for anything. What's a memory from your past that tech has changed? The revolution doesn't stop at the farm gate. At Triumph Foods in Missouri, I met Lisa, a line worker who's seen it all. "10 years ago, we processed by hand, slowly and sloppily," she said. "Now, processing factories guide our cuts and we're twice as fast." USDA inspectors use digital processing factories to scan carcasses, catching issues in seconds that once took hours. A 2022 FSIS report notes a 25% drop in contamination risks, thanks to these tools. Ever wonder how your pork stays so fresh? It's the processing factory at work, folks. Here's where it gets the big picture. Pig farming often knocked for environmental impact, but tech's flipping the script. In Nebraska, farms use processing factories to turn manure into biogas, cutting greenhouse emissions by 25% per a 2023 EPA study. That's enough energy to power 5,000 homes yearly. How do you feel about tech tackling climate change right in your backyard? So why should you care? As a kid, I'd watch my uncle grill pork ribs, never imagining the tech behind them. Today, every bite ties back to a processing factory ensuring quality, affordability, and ethics. For farmers, it's higher profits, up to $100, 0 cents per pig, says a 2024 Ag Economics report. Next time you're at the store, think, how did this pork get here so perfectly? The answer's in the processing factory, humming away from farm to fork. We're at the finish line, friends. American pig farming is leading the world, and it's all thanks to tech. Want to see it yourself? Visit a farm in the Midwest or check out Christensen Farm's YouTube channel. They're pros at this. Consumers, dig into where your food comes from. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep exploring how tech transforms our lives, one pig at a time.
The journey of giant bison from field to table begins with a carefully managed process designed to uphold ethical standards and maximize product quality. Processing typically starts with stress-free handling to minimize harm and maintain the integrity of the meat, followed by precision methods to ensure every part of the animal is utilized efficiently and respectfully. Specialized facilities handle these massive animals with equipment designed for their size, maintaining strict hygiene and safety standards to meet regulatory requirements. The resulting meat is prized for its lean texture, rich flavor, and nutritional benefits, offering higher protein, lower fat, and fewer calories compared to beef. However, scaling up processing operations presents significant challenges, including adhering to evolving regulations and overcoming logistical hurdles in marketing such a unique product. In 2023 U.S., bison meat consumption rose by 15%, driven by growing consumer demand and increased exports to Europe and Asia. Chefs and diners increasingly view bison as a premium, sustainable protein. Sustainable protein, celebrating its environmental benefits and connection to heritage farming. In this farming documentary, we delve into how these meticulous processes provide bison meat that meets both safety regulations and growing consumer demand for sustainable protein. In the United States, beef processing facilities adhere to strict sanitation standards set by the USDA. With more than 6,200 facilities operating under hazard analysis and critical control point HACCP plans to identify and mitigate food safety risks. These facilities are regularly inspected to ensure equipment cleanliness, worker hygiene, and compliance with sanitation protocols. For bison processing, animals must meet specific health and weight criteria, typically between 1,000 and 2,200 pounds, to ensure meat quality while maintaining ethical practices. Custom equipment is often required to handle the larger size of bison compared to cattle, while still maintaining USDA food safety standards. The giant bison is a fascinating subject in any farming documentary, standing out from conventional livestock with its enormous size, exceptional resilience, and unique nutritional needs. Weighing up to 2,200 pounds, the animals dwarf conventional cattle, which average 1,200 to 1,500 pounds, and require 3 to 4 acres of grazing land compared to the 2 acres needed for cattle. Techniques for raising giant bison focus on genetic improvements, such as increased muscle growth and adaptability to different climates, combining cutting-edge science with traditional farming expertise. Despite their natural vigor, farmers still face challenges in providing enough space, ensuring the right balance of nutrient-rich forages and supplements, and accessing specialized veterinary care for these giant animals. By highlighting these unique biological characteristics and the efforts behind raising them, and farming documentary can explore the complexities and rewards of working with this remarkable livestock. On bison ranches across the United States, these hardy animals are raised on vast pastures, typically spanning 1,000 to 5,000 acres, where rotational grazing systems support their health and the soil's ability to regenerate. Bison herds are typically managed at densities of 10 to 50 animals per acre, depending on the terrain and available resources. Bison farmers often emphasize their uniquely wild nature. The animals are less domesticated than cattle and require more space and less intervention. With the ability to withstand temperatures ranging from -40 in the winter to over 100 in the summer. They are especially prized for their resilience to harsh climates. Raising bison is not just about cattle management. It's about preserving a part of America's heritage, and one farmer said in the farming documentary, noting that bison thrive on native grasses, which significantly reduces feed costs compared to traditional cattle. The diet and care of bison are carefully managed to ensure they maintain optimal health, while controlling their weight, especially as they grow larger than standard cattle. Bison primarily graze on nutrient-rich grasses, with supplemental feed provided during harsh winters or when pasture quality is low. Modern equipment, such as automated feeding systems and weight tracking technology, is used to monitor their growth and adjust their diet accordingly. On average, a bison consumes around 25 pounds of forage per day, and farmers typically allocate about 3 acres of pasture per animal to meet its grazing needs. The cost of feeding bison is higher than for traditional cattle due to their larger size and specific nutritional requirements. With annual feed costs for one bison averaging between $500 to $700. Additionally, bison require regular veterinary care and access to clean water, which further increases farm management costs. But the investment ensures healthier herds and higher quality meat production.
AI technologies are gradually developing and created by human hands. What if each processing factory gradually has fewer people working? Please share your thoughts below in the comments section of this video. And lastly, don't forget to recommend the channel to your friends so they can watch too. Thank you and goodbye. See you again in the next videos.